Several weeks ago, in a vote to allow trans students to use whatever bathroom they wish, you assured us that these policies were perfectly safe, as neither yourself nor law enforcement could provide a single example of any trans student assaulting any girl in any bathroom, in any school, in any state, anywhere at all, in fact. But not to worry, since you couldn't locate them, I took the trouble too. See, Loudoun County, Virginia, where last year, under district policy, a trans student was allowed into the women's bathroom where he assaulted a girl. To cover it up, they moved him to another school where he did it again. See, Irvine, California last month, where a trans student entered the women's locker room and flashed the girls there. When they confronted him, he mercilessly beat them. This happened again in Gwinnett County, Georgia. This happened again in Oklahoma City. This happened again in Ohio, where a trans man was allowed to use the locker room where he was arrested for flashing little girls. The judge dropped the charges after he ruled that this man was too fat for them to see anything. Now, it should also be noted that in each of these cases, each of these perpetrators had either changed their pronouns, had undergone transition, or had received gender-affirming therapy and accommodations thereof. Why is this important to note? Probably for the same reason we recognize as a society that you do not affirm that people with anorexia can be healthy in any way. You do not affirm that somebody with schizophrenia is hearing voices. And you do not affirm that somebody in a manic episode is having great ideas. Because when you leave somebody to languish in their false mental state, i.e. men who think they are women, they will inevitably lash out and harm themselves and those around them. Hurt people hurt other people. But you will most likely leave here tonight believing that men can become women, affirming care works, and that you made the right vote. But you will no longer be able to look into the eyes of your constituents and honestly say that you are unaware of the assaults that inevitably take place when we declare to women, you have no right to privacy.
Mic drop.
Wow. Yes,
Mic drop.
Mic drop. And where are the dads around the country following his lead? I know there are some. I know we don't always hear the news stories on this because it's not popular to show someone like that. It's only the radicals get the airtime typically on the Marxist media outlets. Go ahead.
But that is precisely how it is done. He brings the point. He says, hey, you've said that there are zero, none,
Here's
zero,
the
nothing,
proof.
nothing. Here's the proof.
Here's the proof.
He does it all in a very calm manner. And
Factual.
Very factual.
Yep.
And then he puts it back on them. That's exactly how you make the argument. Too many times, and I get it, because we're not all public speakers out here. When we go up to a school board, we're enraged moms most of the time.
Yeah.
And so we get emotional. We get loud. We need to calmly bring the facts.
Yeah.
And then say exactly how he said at the end. Most likely, you will leave here and you will completely still deny this. But now you can never say that you have not heard and seen that there is truth to what happened.
It's just sad that we no longer want to, as you said, look at what's really happening, confront that, and change your either ideology or your opinion or your policy. If it's government or public schools, they often will not change their policy. They're just too ideologically driven, and that's sad.
Well, I was going to say, that is sad. It's quite sad, and that's what we're dealing with. So mom and dad, get yourself on the school board. Don't let it happen in your school.